This exploration, you've got a lot of technical information out on it. I don't think many investors are aware, certainly in South Africa, of the operation. So give us the context for this discovery and how it fits into Tullow Oil's broader operations.
Okay, so Tullow has been the leading oil company in Africa for quite a while now. After a successful acquisition period in the 90s and early 2000, Tullow has been exploring massively in Africa and discovered the Jubilee field in Ghana and put it on production in December 2010. And based on this bold success, exploration has continued across the Atlantic in French Guiana late last year in the same play as the Jubilee field, and discovered the Zedius field in French Guiana. And based on that, the trend is being followed in West Africa as well, and the petroleum system has been proved recently in Liberia and Sierra Leone, and we are very pleased to announce today the discovery of 31 meters of light oil offshore Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire. This is the first discovery on the CI-103 block operated by Tullow with its partners Anadarko and Petrosi, the national oil company. So we've been drilling this well at a total depth of 5,090 meters, and the water depth there, deep water, is 2,200 meters. So a very exciting time for us in Ivory Coast, following the successes elsewhere in Africa, and this will open the exploration further on this block for the benefit of Ivory Coast.
You say further analysis is needed to determine reservoir quality and the extent of the fan system. So how much work still to do before you start getting the oil out? So where we stand today, the data gathered in this well will be further analyzed to develop an appraisal strategy for this discovery. But in the meantime, we are entering the new exploration period on this block, and some other prospects in the same block will be drilled next year. Coast is mentioned, but it's the ocean rather than the land. What is the arrangement with a country which is contiguous to the oil find? We had a recent discussion with a Namibian company and the Namibian government involved there with exploration off the coast on the seabed. What is the arrangement, and what regulatory issues are there for you in dealing with this?
Well, all those blocks that we operate are governed by production sharing contracts entered with the host governments, and those provide very clear and safe environment for exploration, investment, and discoveries. So basically, Tullow has been very successful recently in West Africa, but also in East Africa. We are preparing the development of the Lake Albert in Uganda, the Lake Albert discoveries, and following the East African Rift in Kenya and later on in Ethiopia. So the successes in those countries are allied by a very clear contractual environment with the host government.
If I was a resident of Ivory Coast, would I be listening to you and saying, wow, we're going to get big oil revenues now coming in as a result of this discovery? How will Ivory Coast benefit from this discovery?
Well, this is the very first discovery on the CI-103 block. So we are not yet at the oil revenues level, but that's an exciting time. I was mentioning the appraisal program that will be put together along with our partners and the state for this specific discovery, and the exploration that will continue on this block.
And this comes at a very important time for the country. You all remember this post-election crisis last year, and President Ouattara has set a plan to restart investments in the country, and we are very glad Tullow is participating in this venture with the oil exploration offshore Abidjan.
In Africa, generally, the infrastructure available varies, and some of the big commodities companies that are mining, they often take their own infrastructure with them and invest quite heavily in things like roads and railways, and indeed even in buildings to house people. Do you expect to have to do much infrastructure investment?
Rather than infrastructure, I would talk about investment in people and creating shared prosperity. That's a very important theme in Tullow, part of our strategy. We are in countries for the long term, and we don't value short-term gains. So this goes through a relationship with the host governments and the communities where we operate. So we've been investing in Ivory Coast and in Gabon last year in schools. We will keep on doing this kind of investments. Training is extremely important to accompany the strategies put in place by the President Ouattara in Ivory Coast, President Ali Bongo Ondimba here in Gabon. President Ali Bongo Ondimba in Gabon was reminding everybody recently about the importance of primary school, and we've been investing last year in several ones around Libreville to make sure we bring our brick to the wall. And I would say another important theme in our investments beside oil is about our environment, and we are about to kick off a very exciting project in Equatorial Guinea, Gabon and Congo. This Congo basin, the coastal area, very rich in terms of biodiversity, and we will invest massively over the next 3 years in order to participate in the conservation and the offset of the activity, oil activity, fishing activity, and any industrial activity necessary for the development of the countries.
Well, that sounds like an exciting investment and encouraging in terms of investment in country as well as the oil field. That was David Roux, who is General Manager of Tullow Oil Gabon.